Nephew or Pimbish, Disneyland and me. This is the show we talk all things past, present, and potential future for Disneyland Paris. And today we are going to be discussing this brand new marble drone show that's been announced for Walt Disney Studios Psrk. Oh, it's already started. It's already started. Well, I'm just not keen on this either. No, but again, I'm not a keen marble fan. I've seen marble. Oh, I think we made that pretty clear. And also, I'm just like, the reason why I'm a bit kind of like meh is because the timing of it was announced was all wrong. They announced it on the same day as they announced Disney Dreams Return. Well, nobody's going to want to pay attention to that because we're all going to be focusing on Disney Dreams. So, you should have maybe done like, maybe the day after or like the following week. It's just meh. That's why I'm meh about it. Plus, it's not even in the Avengers campus. No, it's not. Well, come on. We'll come on to that. Now, this kind of actually harks to what we've been trying to discuss on a previous edition about, do drone shows, are they the future? Yeah, we did do a appearance on that. Obviously, we still want to do an episode about whether or not delight in its current form has got a future, go down the future another time. But we did actually debate about, could drone shows be the way forward? But we were kind of thinking more just as like a starter to the main Nighttime Spectacular in the Disneyland Park, wherever that would have been. Well, at the time, that would have still been Illuminations, because we recorded that before the bombshell dropped. Exactly, of course, now. Yeah. So, I'm actually not surprised that the drones are getting to have a new lease line. How many drones are we forking out? Alright, where have we got this money to buy drones? How much do they cost per euro? It's like, seriously, it's like, wow, it's got to be expensive. I mean, yeah, but we do know it's not going to be all year round. Yeah, this stunned me, because you two said, oh, it's only on for limited time. It is. Yeah, it's only on for the winter months. Well, winter and spring months. Oh yeah, because it's running from January to May. Yeah, it's opens January the 28th. So not long now. I can't remember what the end date is, but I know it's May. I think it might be roughly the end of May. So try to take a look up. Yeah. No, I'm not too sure. But we have heard it is only running from end of January to the end of May. Yeah, and there's been concept arts out. Yep. There's been a video that you can watch on the official Twitter page. Yep. And probably I think the YouTube has got it up as well. You might go do check it up, but it is definitely on the Twitter feed for Paris. So there you go. So there's some of the content artists. Got to tell you guys. Just it looks bold. Okay, I'll give you that. But I'm not sure, but I just feel looking to when I saw some of the content art, I just felt it's too much. Yeah, it's just too much. It's just like what are you thinking here? It's just yeah, because one of the reasons why I love about Delight is, and I'm hoping the viewers have noticed that we actually now pronounce it correctly. We are. We've not made a mistake yet, but so feel free, Mick. I'm going to see if I can try and find that closing date, because it is only on for limited run. So, Mickey, you want to Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. So you're saying what loved about Delight. Okay. One of the things I love most about Delight is how it's a really simple attraction, and of course, as your saying goes, George, less is more. Exactly. There's no massive projection shows being done on it. It's just simple. The drones just are the main spectacular of Delight. Yeah, and that's what's the amazing about Delight, is that how the drones literally are front and center stage. I can't play. Do you not know? Well, we know it definitely is running until the end of May. Yeah, it's going to be a limited run bit. Yeah, right. Let's not that. I'm going to try, but no, you try. Yeah. But yeah, but what we see from this concept art, and I think what you might well see from the video, is they really are going to throw the kitchen sink at this. And I'm just thinking, it's too much. Yeah. It's too much. And I'm trying to think, are the drones even the star of this show? Well, that's a good question. Yeah, because there were 3 concept art images released. I've got them on the screen here for you guys to look at. So one of them, it's kind of like a bit of a Hulk. You've got like a Hulk one. You've got obviously the Captain America one, because that show is very nice. And there's another one here which I think is actually Doctor Strange, which is to do with Iron Man. I think it's supposed to be Doctor Strange, but the colours do sort of make it feel like Iron Man. But it's just, what are they thinking? No, it's just, I kind of feel the same as Mickey is. Are we really doing too much here? Because this isn't really going to be a drone show. Nope, it's really going to be a projection show. And can I come on to the location? There's your point that you can. I'll let you take. Right, okay. There's actually too much going on. It feels to me like this is more going to be a projection show. So it's what we've been used to see from Disney Dreams, Disney Animations, but just Marvel. Which, interestingly, has yet to be featured in any of the projection shows done across Paris. Star Wars has, but not Marvel. So this is gonna be a first. Yeah, but I kind of feel like Mickey. I think the drones are not gonna really be the star of this show. It's gonna be just another projection show. But oh look, in the sky there's drones. Oh, that's quite good. That's quite good. Oh, that's quite good. That is quite good there. That's brilliant. Right, yeah. So excited. You have wanted to discuss the location. I'm going to give it to you now. Cause shock horror, mesdames, messieurs, et pour les enfants. This drone show, it's been on Marble. And you'd think, oh, let's put it in Avengers Campus. Well, no, that's not what we're doing. Instead, we're going to put it on the one attraction that we know Walt Disney Studios Park has had previous projection show experience. Drum roll! Tower of Terror! I know. I'll just try not to go into Mission Breakup and done with it. What? Hold on, time out. Excuse me, what? Mickey, no! Right, no! We'll just be done with it already. No! Do you not remember seeing that in California? That skate's hideous! In fact, I believe it was you that had to tell George that was the Tower of Terror. It was, because when we were in California for Disney, when we saw that, I was like, what the hell is that? And you said, that's their Tower of Terror. And I was like, oh, that looks hideous! No! Time out! No, not me, that's slander. But it won't work anyway, because it's on the periphery of Avengers Campus. Yeah, this is the problem. This is a problem now with Avengers Campus now being in Walt Disney Studios Psrk. It kind of means that you've now got Tower of Terror literally on its own, and then a couple of meters away is, further down it, is Avengers Campus. Yeah. Poor Tower of Terror now looks like it's in the middle of nowhere. Well, its official location supposed to be Production Courtyard? Yeah, but because of the layout of Production Courtyard, it means that Tower of Terror is on its own. And now normally a standout attraction like that would thrive on that, but because of the layout of Walt Disney Studios Psrk, and the fact that we know it's not going to be improved anytime soon, yeah, it kind of makes Tower of Terror feel like it's in no man's land. Yeah, but think about it, because obviously when we were there, Tower of Terror isn't actually anywhere close to Avengers Campus, just like how Studio Theatre was nowhere near close to Avengers Campus. Well, we're back when it was a construction site for when they did that stupid Marvel show in Studio Theatre that replaced the Magic. I know, we're not going to go there again. But the Tower of Terror, we do know, has had a previous history of doing projection shows. It did a Star Wars one during those Seasons of the Forces, and it did a couple of times over the years, back in the 10s decade. Yeah, that's with that. They also did a Christmas one during a few Christmas seasons back. Yeah. So Tower of Terror has had previous history of doing projection shows, but the problem is because this is speed to a land in the park, you have literally shot yourselves in the foot. Because it begs the question, if you can do these rooftop shows, and I'm going to come on to that in a moment, but I'll let you go first, because I know you want to talk about location. Yeah. And I'll come back in. Mickey, feel free to chip in where you can. But given how location is based on, this show's been based on a particular land in the resort, you shot yourself in the foot. Because you're not doing it in the actual land, you're doing it a couple of meters away from it. So, yeah, it just... I'm going to let somebody come in and talk about that more. Because you were not thrilled when the location was announced. Well, I think it's. I mean, yeah, you have really brought up that there have been previous attempts where, previous occasions where the Tower of Terror has done projection shows. But this is the first time it's the projection show that, as you just said, has been beamed to a particular land. Now, we know Avengers Campus because we've seen it. We've seen it in action. We know Avengers Campus can do like these spontaneous shows on the rooftops of its own buildings in the complex. It's not ideal, as we have talked about several times, especially on the recce video we did with you, me. But I just. The whole was the mission breakup thing. There have been plenty of rumours over the years, the last 5 years, I'd say, that our Tower of Terror might go down that similar route, and luckily those rumours have always been squashed. Yeah, it just would not work now. Because it's nowhere near close to Avengers Campus. It's nowhere near close. If you look at the map, it's nowhere near close to Avengers Campus. It's nowhere near close. I just, why could he not build a temporary setup in Avengers Campus and do it there? It doesn't make sense to do it Tower. I mean, this was for like the Marvel season they did in 2018 and again in 2019. Yep, that's a bit. Yeah. And would have been 2020 if you know what didn't happen. Oh yeah. They were planning to bring it back for 2020, and of course we all know COVID. Also, one joy to COVID. Well, no. Well done. In fact, give me your paw. Give me the paw. Put the paw there. Pour it. Well played. Someone was gonna do it. It's either gonna be me or you. Someone was gonna say it. Go on, double paw. Do a double paw. Well done. Someone was gonna. Oh, someone was gonna say it, but yeah. That marble season did not go down well like a lead balloon. But again, that's because marble fans were impatient. You've got your land now. We're still waiting for Frozen Land. Please not let it be 2025. Please next year. You will not cope if Frozen Land gets announced for 2025. You will not cope. What I'm saying is that Marvel season was dreadful because it was literally rushed. No one thought it through, and it was all because the Marvel fans just got too impatient for their Avengers campus. And yeah, America got theirs the year before we did. I know. But that's because COVID took the time on up. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's funny because if COVID didn't happen, our Avengers campus would have arrived in the exact same year that America's did. It would have, yeah, 2021. Yeah. But what sort of temporary setup could you have, though? Like, I don't know, get the screens and put them in front of the location that they do for Avengers Unite? I don't know, I mean, what about that Friday Fastgate that they have? Oh, yeah, couldn't that have been used for it? I know, but I just been told it's the wrong location. If this was just for a season, okay, fine. Fair dues, because I could totally get on board with it. But it's not. It's themed on a particular land in the resort, in the park. And therefore it doesn't work. I know. What are we going to have in 4 years' time? One done on Frozen? Oh god, no. No. Although I think by the time we get Frozen Land, the lake will probably be up and running, so they could just use the lake instead. I think that's probably what will happen in a few years' time when the lake gets used. But what's the point? We got that world of colour. I know. Mickey and I have already talked about we don't want that. We really don't. But it's like, the one thing I don't get. The one thing I don't get is, right, this show's gonna happen at night time. Yeah. We haven't mentioned that. Yeah, it'll happen at night time. Right, this is going to be a nighttime show. One thing I don't get, how does the company expect, or the resort, how does the resort expect to have the guests stay in the Walt Disney Studios Park until night falls just to go and watch this projection show, this Marvel projection on the Tower of Terror? It makes no sense. Because the park's not in a fit state to be done all night, not long. Exactly. This is the problem the expansion has brought this park. Because the idea behind the expansion is, was this all complete in what was going to be 2025, now probably looking more like 2030, yeah, 2030, or maybe 2031, maybe 2030, who knows, but the 2030 is it's going to make Walt Disney Park an all-day park. But right now, it's nowhere in that state. So why are you trying to make it what you want to be, where it's not in the state to do it? In fact, right, the right time to have had this kind of show would have been back in the noughties. But because in the early days it was not all that stuff. Yeah. There was literally back in this when I first opened, back in the early noughties, there was loads of stuff to do in it, and it was all year round. Since 2016, that atmosphere has kind of shifted, And now you only get shows running on the season, so they'll have and then like take a couple of like mini breaks and then come back. Obviously, the expansion's been at work since 2019, sorry, because 2018 it was now, 2019 was the kind of first official year of construction. Yeah. It just makes sense. But of course, back in the noughties, these kind of spectaculars were still just been a fantasy. And nowhere near could they be considered as a reality. No. Not unless you incorporate it into Fantasmic. Well, there you go. No. But yeah, it's just... I agree with Mickey. The Walt Disney Studios Park has never been in a state where you can be in there all day. It's still not going to be in that kind of state until potentially once the expansion project is completed. But God knows when that will be, thanks to the pandemic whacking the timeline off course. And of course, obviously, Land 3 is a bit of a massive question mark. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Because when we were last there, oh my God, was our stay in Walt Disney Park really short? It was really short. Because obviously we didn't have Meadows Action. Nope. Obviously we didn't have Tram Tour. Nope. Frozen the Musical Invitation was on a break, but you didn't know that until we got back from the park. No. Oh yeah, because when we did the app video, Frozen the Musical Invitation was running. Yep. That was stupid, because it opened in November 2019. Why in November 2022 was it not running? Why was that time to take its break? Should have been in January where it's supposed to be quieter. Right. So yeah, so there's that. We didn't have that. No. So all we had was Mickey Edition. Nope. Slinky Dog, Zigzag Spin. Ratatouille. And that was about in Studio D. That's Studio D. Yeah. Because my beloved companion and I were really hoping that we need so up here. Me and him were kind of hoping that Studio D was going to be up and running when we were there, and it was, because we wanted to go and see that. So we just loved that. He loved it the most. Oh yeah, because he can't when he kept coming out and singing all the songs to me. It was like it's like it was like he had a massive adrenaline rush. We're like, we'll just leave him be, let him slow down. But yeah, it was quite shocking. I think you were very vocal about, oh my God, is that it? Is that all? Are we done? Are we actually doing this park? Are we actually heading over to the main park now? And it's like, yeah, but there you go. And that's the effects the expansion's had. Not just that, but also the fact that they don't have all the shows on all year round. And yet we still missed out on the river road. Yeah, well. Well, maybe what we need to do next time, and Mickey, you're probably going to be coming on the next trip, aren't you? I am, yeah. What I might do for the next trip then is, instead of going straight to the train, as first being, just go straight to the boat. Right? Because train you can do any time. The boat you can only do a set amount of time. So head straight to the boat first, and then maybe get the train on Frontierland station and go all the way around. Right. Maybe that's what we need to do on our next trip. So that could be something to think about. But yeah, just. But it's. I just can't get excited for this because it's marble. Yeah. But it doesn't make sense to do this on Tower of Terror. It should be done in Avengers Campus. Because there was a drone show done on opening day. Yep. So why can't they just do it in Avengers Campus? Lazy? Or is it the alternative of what you said? We're going to turn Tower of Terror into Mission? We can't do that. No. You'd have to move the Avengers Campus side if you do that. Yeah. But the thing I wanted to mention about this, because obviously at the start of January, we discovered, thanks to courtesy of DLP Report, they tweeted that the rooftop shows were not going to be running until further notice. Yes, and this was literally no warning. It was literally what it's beginning diary. It popped up on DLP Sports Twitter, Twitter feed, and I'm thinking, well, is that because of weather? For the cold weather. So chances are the rooftop shows you're probably not going to see them again until maybe June. But if that is the case, then that is a. You can swear. Feel free because I'm swearing. It's not a It's a video, not a podcast. You can't swear on a podcast, but you can swear. That is bullshit. I know, because it was freezing cold in November when we went, and we still managed to get a glimpse of Avengers Unite. And that was a chance viewing, yeah, because we had no idea. Now, we knew there was some weird stuff going on because it was showing up on the app, but we had no idea what it was because it didn't have any showtimes. Yeah. So, that was just a chance seeing we got of it. Mm-hmm. But that was in November, and even then, it was freezing cold, and there was flash rain. Yeah. On our recent trip, we had what we called flash rain, which was you had at some point in the day a brief shower of heavy rain, and then that was it. So we basically call it flash rain. You put a flash flooding. Well, this was flash rain. The worst one was on the first day when we came back out of Rivers of the Pride Land, and it just literally helted. Like, oh my god. Yeah. But I think the only day we didn't have flash rain was on the last day. Yeah, that was the only time we didn't have that. But yeah, you're right. It makes no sense that you're gonna put those shows away for the winter because of that cold weather for January. But in November, you were happy to roll those out because of I don't know what, and yet it was still freezing cold then. Makes sense now. But I just would love to see. Well, obviously we've got the app on my phone. I'm keeping that on my phone forever now. There's no, like I said when we recorded the video, there's no point to delete the app or because we're not there, and then probably go try and keep it on my phone. So what we could do is in a few weeks' time when it launches, I can look at what the showtimes are, right? And we can look at that, see how long you have to wait in that park before you can go up to Tower of Terror. Right. Because you're alright, there's not really much you can, unless you are like a massive ride junkie, there's not really much you can do in that park until dusk falls. No. So, yeah. So, when it opens, we'll give it a few weeks, and I'll have a look on the app and see the showtimes on the app, and we'll see. Because I've got it on my phone and I'm keeping it on my phone. Yeah. Because that's one of the tips that we suggested for you if you've watched that Opinion Village episode. It's number 33? Right. Episode Opinion Village number 33. Where we're basically, me and Mickey give you our tips on what to do with this Land Prize app. And of course, one of those is to keep on your phone all year round. Which I have done. So yes, I can look at that and look at all that. But yeah. So, final thoughts then. What do you think? You go. Okay. I think it'd be interesting to see how it goes, but they need to really think this through if you want to keep the program. Because if it was just for a season, like we said, if it was just for a season, then fair dues, I could put up with it. But because there's an actual land dedicated to the marble in the resort now, you should have no excuse to do it in Avengers Campus. So that's my only issue. Okay, fair dues. So race up. Hit the round. Oh! So you're not. I'm just not in the mood for it because this is only going to fuel the Marblers to get to deface our Tower of Terror, and I don't want that. I know. I don't want that. Our Tower of Terror is beautiful. Why do we? And especially see what California's look like with that. We don't need to face them. But no, if you could do rooftop shows, and you can have characters on the rooftops doing all your massive. You can have them doing that. Then you should be able to do this on those buildings in the campus. So, You're not in favour right now. So you please it's only going to be for a limited time then? Oh yeah, I think maybe 5 months is too long. I hear speaking it was going to be me that was going to be literally try to pour mud on this. It's you! Oh, it's like, oh my god, it's like, I was like you should be in my chair instead. I should be over there with Mickey. There is a part of me that actually is intrigued because it isn't just drones that's going to be involved. It's going to be a lot of stuff. It's basically going to be like your standard projection show that we've come to be used to over the last 11 years. So I bet it'll be interesting. Mickey, you might actually have to do the virtual park episode on this if the resource not in the mood for it. And you could be, I mean, well, it's been a while stuff. It hasn't, yeah, but you feel free, but I'm just speaking, it might be the case, but we'll see. We'll see. I think it'll be interesting to see how this goes, and of course, it's not long to go before it debuts in the park itself. So yeah, so it's January the 28th, and I can't remember where it's going to close, but it's only going to be on for a limited run. So if you are a die-hard Marbler, you've only got until the end of May to go and see it. But we'll see how it goes. Well, thank you so much for joining us for today's show. If you loved it, do click the like button. If you're not subscribed to the show yet, remember to hit the subscribe button. That always has to subscribe. You never when you're collecting messages of little me, whether it's our virtual park or Pinion Village. Ring the bell to all later content, and my YouTube channel is at George Hang. Until next time, all that's left for us says, Mercy, guy, Digital Spectac. Bye bye.